Zach, and we are back with our second preview episode of Sanctified Pop.
Oh yeah, we're back.
We had so much fun with you earlier last week, so Zach took the good chair for this episode.
I did.
Yep. So we thought we'd have fun with you tonight, and we're going to have the first ever Academy of Sanctified Pop Superhero Television and Film Awards tonight. So Zach and I have not seen how the other person has voted in a number of different categories, and so we are really excited about tonight and can't wait for you to be able to see what our awards are tonight. And here's the deal. If you're watching us and you want to interact, put stuff in the questions, and you may disagree with us on the awards. We're going to disagree with each other, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
So our categories tonight, we're going to have Best Supporting Actress and Actor in a Superhero Television Show, Best Supporting Actor or Best Actor and Actress in a Superhero Television Show, Best Superhero Television Show, and then we're going to do it all over again for movies. So we had the Golden Globes this week. Now we've got the Academy of Sanctified Pop Superhero Television and Film Awards. It's going to be great.
That's a long name.
That is a super long name. And then we're going to go to the mystery box again, and we're going to have fun opening something in here. We found some stuff after our last show. So many of you were asking about Micronauts, and so we actually found my old Micronauts from when I was a little kid by surprise today, and some other stuff. So we're going to have fun because this is a geeky show, and that is a big Micronaut, and he's missing lots of pieces, but that's boron, everybody. I've kept that since I was like 7 years old. There's a definite problem going on here. All right, Zach, are you ready?
Want to jump right into it?
I think we need to jump into it. And just like I think all the award shows start with one of the supporting actors or actresses, we're going to start with Best Supporting Actress in a Superhero TV Show. Again, we haven't seen what each other has written down. You want me to go first, or you going to go first?
You go first.
All right. So I think Emily Bett Rickards is the best supporting actress on a TV show, and she plays Felicity Smoke on the TV show Arrow.
All right. I picked Danielle Panabaker, who is also known as Killer Frost. She's a supporting actress in The Flash.
All right. So we've got a disagreement here. You guys might have somebody else that you would pick for that. There are so many superhero TV shows on right now, on network TV, on things like Netflix and other places, and so lots of different people to choose from. Why did you pick Danielle Panabaker? She's actually a really good choice. She would have been one of my top actresses too. Just didn't quite beat out.
I just don't watch a lot of superhero TV shows, so.
Yeah?
Had to pick one from The Flash.
Had to pick one, because why? Well, I'm guessing then The Flash might be one of your favorite shows.
It might be a recurring theme in my picks.
All right, I love The Flash. All you have to do is look behind me. There are Flash comic books back there. The Flash is one of my favorite superhero shows, so get it. And totally disagree with you on this one, though, because Emily Bett Rickards, who plays Felicity Smoke on Arrow, is just awesome. She has this incredible comic timing. What I love about the CW superhero shows is they have all those episodes where they cross over from show to show. They had a big one in December, and with the addition of Supergirl this year, they've kind of moved to being able to have 4 different superhero shows crossover with The Flash and Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow and Supergirl, and I still think they use Emily Bett Rickards best in that show when they do the crossover. So anyway, that's what I think. All right, what do we have here? Oh, love it, Mark. The Landlord and Sherlock. That is a fantastic one there. And let me see, Superman rules. All right, and then you guys are well. Thank you, David, and we love the Flash too. We think you're awesome too.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're at a stalemate. If you want to help us out between Killer Frost or Felicity Smoke or somebody else, let us know. The Landlord and Sherlock's great, and now we've got to have the debate: is Sherlock a superhero show or just one of the best
I think
shows
it
on
is.
television.
I'd say
Yeah, he's kind of superhero-esque.
modern day superhero.
Yeah, one of my best. All right, Nikki, you guys, oh, thank you. You are awesome too.
Thank
and
you,
it is
Nikki.
super fun, father-son bonding, and always great to hear from Nikki. All right, next category is Best Supporting Actor in a Superhero TV Show. And for those of you who are going way back here, it's an award show for 2016. So we've got to go with 2016 shows that are on for this year. Otherwise, I'd have all sorts of other people I'd be putting in here for kind of lifetime achievements or the best superhero shows of all time. All right, tell me what you came up with.
Kanan Lonsdale. He's Wally West in the series The Flash, who is Flash's fiance's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Not boyfriend, brother. That'd be really weird. But yeah.
Okay. So you're Flash centric tonight.
Flash centric tonight.
It's all about the Flash with Zach.
All about the Flash.
And again, I told you guys I love the Flash. Wally West. Actually, this is from June of 1987, and it's comic number 1 in the new Flash series. And in this series, Wally West is the Flash. So they were kind of introducing him as the new Flash. So I get it, and his role is increasing all the time in that show. I also picked a character from The Flash, but I didn't pick him.
So. Who
it is. All right. And I can't believe you didn't pick him. All right. So my character for Best Supporting Actor in a Superhero TV show is Carlos Valdez, who plays Cisco Ramon on The Flash. I think a little bit like Emily Bettberg. It's just comic timing. They play off each other great, and it's awesome. John Kimball, Lee Merriweather in the original Batman. I had a crush on Lee Merriweather when I was growing up, and that show was off by the time. I mean, like, yeah. So that was a show in the '60s, and then it was played in reruns forever and ever. But yeah, Catwoman, and then Batman had him beat Dale. Yeah. I got you. Okay, so you're talking maybe the movie Superman, Batman. I don't know, but we're getting the movies this year.
Batman over Superman. Just saying it.
All right, next category is Best Actress in a Superhero.
You're up first.
And I tried to do this very much like the Academy, all right? Because we got none of this, kind of weak stuff. So it's Best Actress in a lead role in a superhero TV series, and I'm really excited about who we've got. For this, I have Melissa Benoist or Cara Devers or Supergirl, all right? Because there aren't many superhero shows right now that are led by a female lead, and that's a great show. If you haven't seen it yet, you really ought to check that one out. I absolutely love it and recommend it. So, Zach, how about you?
You know what? Actually, the same person. Similar reasons. Not many superhero shows that have a female lead, but
Yep.
yeah,
Now,
a solid show.
People might say that show has been on 2 networks. So it was on CBS last year, got canceled, and the CW saved the show. I didn't really watch it last year, so I started watching Supergirl this summer on Netflix. So what do you think of the show?
I think it's a pretty good show. Not as good as The Flash, definitely.
All right.
Sorry. But it's just kind of it's funny. It's original. It's a good show.
Yep.
What about you?
I think it's kind of fun too. Dale Melchin says it's only good because of her cousin Superman, and I like that he's showing up in this year's version of the show, and that Superman has made an appearance. But I think it's fun. It surprised me. I didn't expect it to be good. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe because it got canceled, and I watched it afterwards. But pretty decent show. And I like that they had a Flash crossover, which is really, if you didn't watch last year, something kind of almost historic in television happened. CBS, again, was broadcasting Supergirl, and they had this crossover episode with the CW cooperating with CBS, and they kind of, CBS, I think it's a parent company or something with CBS, with that CBS with CW, but it still worked out really cool. It was kind of fun to see the networks cooperating that way. All right, so big reveal here. Best actor in a lead role in a superhero TV series. What'd you pick, Zach?
Well, I think you guys know where I'm going with this. I'm going to go with Grant Gustin, who is actually Barry Allen or The Flash in the TV show The Flash.
He loves it. The Flash is what he went with, and we agree on that one. All right.
We agree?
So we agreed on that one. Although
Nice.
I will say, and some of you who are fans of more like the Netflix and maybe a little bit of the more darker shows, there was some competition there with maybe Daredevil for me too. But I'm gonna get it because this is a family-friendly show, and I really like the Flash, and it's kind of fun, and I feel like you can watch it with family, and it's lighthearted and doesn't take itself too seriously. And so I think we both agree that the best superhero show, at least for us this year, is The Flash. If you haven't watched it, not surprising there. It kind of almost had a sweep for you.
Yeah, almost.
And Supergirl did show up on The Flash, so maybe that works there.
I think that counts.
All right. So we're moving on to films. All right, and a lot of you have watched superhero films this year. We're gonna start with best lead actress in a superhero film.
I thought it was
best supporting actress. You're right, best supporting actress. And I think on this one I have somebody unique that you're not gonna have.
I have Elizabeth Olsen, who is Wanda Maximoff. She plays a pretty good role in Captain America: Civil War. I like how kind of the plot revolves around her, but she's still not a main character.
I cannot believe you picked her.
Did you pick her?
Because I picked her. Yes, I did. I picked Elizabeth Olsen, Wanda Maximoff. But that shocks me that you picked her, because I thought I was coming up with somebody totally unique. But I really thought she did the best job as an actress this year. And this, to me, was, I think, the toughest category, because I thought there were so many great roles for women in superhero films this year. And some of these were tough. We're going to be coming into, in the next few years, a lot of films that are headlined by women, and I think that's cool, and the superhero roles. So Wonder Woman comes out later this year. Captain Marvel's coming out in a couple years, and both of those would be lead roles for women, and it's about time. A lot of people think Scarlett Johansson should have had a standalone film in the Avengers franchise as Black Widow. I would almost consider her a lead actress in the Avengers film. She's an Avenger. She plays prominently in those films, but yeah, I thought Elizabeth Olsen did that role and kind of carried that role really well.
Yeah.
In those films. So super fun. I'm waiting for the best superpower award. I like that, Aaron. All right. Well, we'll have to come up with the best superpower. I can do that on the fly here. If you can think that one through in a minute. All right. So why don't you guys share some of your best superpowers as we move on to the best supporting actor in a superhero film?
You're up first.
I get to go first today? All right. This, to me, there was no competition. This guy stole the film, in my opinion. I couldn't wait to see Captain America: Civil War because of Tom Holland, who played Peter Parker or Spider-Man in that role. He brought, again, more comic relief to that role than I've seen in a long time. A lot of people are excited about Tom Holland in that role because he actually looks like a teenager, and Peter Parker in the comics is a teenager, and Tom just does that role fantastic. So he, running away, for me, got best supporting actor in a superhero film.
All right. Mine's kind of a supporting actor, kind of a main actor. I said Chadwick Boseman, who is Black Panther. I'd say he's kind of fills a role in between because he's not Captain America and he's not Iron Man, but he still is a pretty good character in there.
I actually like that role too, and one of the reasons I like that pick, Zach, is I think that just like women need some great roles in superhero films, people of color need roles, and I love that Chadwick Boseman's going to get his own standalone film. I think that's important.
I'm excited for that.
Luke Cage, the Netflix series, it's pretty dark and definitely not family friendly, but like that an African American carries the lead in that, and then it's a series there. So yeah, I love that you picked Chadwick Boseman. I think he did an awesome job in that. I can't wait to see how they take the Black Panther universe and kind of his home nation and run with that. It's a pretty cool thing. The end of kind of the end scenes there, the end credits, and Captain America: Civil War, where they have the kind of the previews for upcoming movies. That just looks awesome, Black Panther. So good. All right. So Tom Holland, Spider-Man. I see somebody was saying that's Darcy Gates. Thank you. You're right. I think thanks for saying Spider-Man's correct. But super fun. Okay, let's move on. Best.
Real quick.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing these show weekly, so it's not gonna be like this every week. It's gonna be a different episode every week, but it should be pretty much weekly unless something comes up.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're not always going to be Facebook Living this show. The video won't always be really bad quality like you get here. So sometimes the show is going to be produced, and so we're gonna be doing stuff like in the upcoming weeks. We're going to be previewing the game Smash Up. If you've never played Smash Up, you gotta play this game, and we're going to demonstrate that. And we're going to have guest stars. So if you're a game player and you live in the Twin Cities and you want to be on the show when we do the production. If you've ever seen the show Geek and Sundry online, it's just a really fun gamer type show. Yeah. They're a little bit of our inspiration on the game part of that, and so we'd love to have some guests and come on over and be part of that. So, Cindy Schulenberg, man, you are so cute, and I love hologram would be an awesome superpower. I agree. All right.
So we're going with the best actress. I'm going with Scarlett Johansson because, like you said, she's an Avenger. She's not really the biggest of characters, but she is an Avenger. She's kind of a dependable character.
Yeah, she's been great in every one of those films. Yeah, I think that's a good pick. I went a little different on this one. I went Jennifer Lawrence as Raven or Mystique in X-Men Apocalypse. I'm not the biggest X-Men fan. But I thought, in fact, you and I went to go see X-Men Apocalypse together this summer.
Yep.
And I thought that one was my favorite of the X-Men movies.
Yeah, that was a really good X-Men movie.
But I mean, you and I are in like the rarity there because a lot of people hated that movie. Thought it just stunk up the joint. I really liked that movie. So X-Men Apocalypse for me. All right, best actor in a lead role. I'm gonna let you.
Oh no, you're first.
Oh, you want me to reveal it? All right. First. I did Benedict Cumberbatch as Dr. Stephen Strange in the film Doctor Strange. I love everything he does. Earlier, Mark Hunt was mentioning the show Sherlock. Loved Sherlock. Loved him in Doctor Strange. There's a lot of speculation about what's going to happen with some of the Avengers in the second Civil War movie, and then when we go to the Infinity War, and there's a lot of thought that just because of how contracts work and that kind of stuff, that some of the major Avengers people have started loving are not going to be around after some of these movies, and that Doctor Strange will take kind of the snarky role of Tony Stark if Tony Stark meets his demise. So I don't know. Don't want to give anything away because I really can't because I don't know.
It's funny that you bring up Tony Stark because my Best Actor award goes to Robert Downey Jr., which is Iron Man or Tony Stark. I have to give it to him because he just played a great role in Civil War. He played kind of a different role than he normally would. He went with the government, which he normally wouldn't do. It's just that someone played to his emotions.
So what did you think of the story writing for Civil War? A lot of people were thinking like the Avengers, the whole franchise is getting a little bit tired. Did you like the story arc?
I liked the story. I just didn't really like how they executed it. I didn't like that. I didn't like how rushed it felt. It felt really rushed.
I was a fan. I liked it a lot, and I think one of the reasons I liked it is because you liked Robert Downey Jr. in that movie. I thought the writing was good. I thought. Again, Spider-Man was my favorite. Tom Holland, my best supporting actor, and a lot of that was the way it was written too, and the way it was executed. But I'm really looking forward to the second half of that and getting into Infinity War and kind of seeing where that goes this year. So we're gonna do the best film. So best superhero TV show was The Flash. Big announcement here. So what did you think was the best superhero film this year?
Captain America: Civil War.
Even though you didn't like the writing.
Even though I didn't like that.
So you must have really not liked the writing of the other ones.
I liked the characters. I liked the plot building and characters. I didn't like how rushed it felt, however.
Okay. So this one and that Best Supporting Actress were the two toughest ones for me. And I was between a couple. I really like Doctor Strange, and I didn't go for that as the best. Although, just boy, if I was doing cinematography or special effects, Doctor Strange had it all over everything this year. It was just so different. But I agreed with you. So we agreed. Best TV show and best superhero film. Captain America: Civil War this year was it for me. And there were a lot that were out there. Because we're family friendly, there were a couple that we just kind of eliminated as even being in contention. Or at least I did. But really a fun year for superhero films. So
yeah, can't wait for this year.
2017, there's a lot coming out again. It's kind of we are in like the sweet season of superhero films. So for you, which one are you looking forward to the most in 2017?
Hands down, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
100%. Okay.
It's just a fun movie.
Yeah.
Fun movie. I love the first one.
Your favorite superhero is a Guardian.
Superhero.
So why don't you reveal to everybody who your favorite superhero is?
All right, guys. My favorite superhero is Groot.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a big Groot fan.
Save the trees.
I am Groot. Those are good lines. I'm really looking forward to that too, because for me as a dad, and one of the best parts of doing movies is doing movies with you guys, and so I love getting to see movies through the eyes of my kids. When my oldest son Chris was in junior high, we started doing midnight premieres, and for those of you who are parents out there, we did them on school nights, and my son did just fine. He got into college, he graduated, he has a good job. It didn't ruin him forever and ever, and they're memories that we're going to have forever. And so, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to parent. You can parent however you want to parent, but for me, those are memories that I will forever treasure. And we've gotten now to do, we did a midnight premiere of Star Wars this year, and what happened to Dad?
Fell asleep every time I looked over, which is usually like every 5 minutes he was asleep again. I do the courtesy of waking him up, and he'd just fall right back asleep.
So I still need to see Star Wars Rogue One because I kept falling asleep, but it wasn't because the movie was boring. I just got a little bit tired. I'm getting older. But anyway, it's so worth it though, and I love doing that, and I hope we can do that forever and ever. And I want to do that with my grandkids someday. So don't become one of those dads that won't let me take my grandkids to a midnight movie premiere someday. I'm probably rushing you a little bit. You're only a sophomore in high school.
Just a little bit.
All right. Aaron asked that great question. Superhero. If you could have any superhero ability, what would it be?
All right. So I'm gonna have to go away from 2016. Can't do it on this one. I'm gonna go with the original X-Men, Rogue's power. I don't know if you guys know who Rogue is. She's a girl in X-Men. Basically, her power is whenever she touches someone, they're basically paralyzed, and she can also use their power for however long she's touching them.
Awesome. That's a good one, because then you kind of have every superpower.
Yeah, every superpower.
All right. I am so lame on this one, but I think invisibility is fun. I'm that person who would totally, like, when I was on dates with your mom, I'd get busted, and still get busted sometimes when I'm on a date with her for listening to somebody else's conversation at other tables. So I need to do a little bit better on staying focused when I'm somewhere. And so it's probably good I don't have invisibility, because I'd be like finding out government secrets. I think I'd go to Area 51 and see if there's really aliens.
For sure.
Pretty sure there's not, but who knows? We gotta have fun there. My brother Kevin is watching. He says he did the same thing. He went to opening night and fell asleep throughout. So same family, Kev. Love you, man. Thanks for watching and listening. And David, we love that you love everything about this. You are so creative. So you rub off on your team on creativity. Super
if you
fun.
want to be a guest star, just call us up.
That's right. And I hear that I say super fun a lot on this show, and people make fun of me, but that's what this is. I mean, it's so fun having a conversation with my kid. I did earlier though, and it's super fun. So we had so many comments last show that we did on our little box. So for those of you who are watching for the first time, Zach, explain the box.
All right, basically, this was one of my Christmas gifts last year. It was a chess piece from the Marvel chess set. But Jeremy decides every year to duct tape a gift in as many rolls of duct tape as he can scrounge up. And this year it just happened to be mine, and he used the most rolls of duct tape. I think it was around 4 or 5. So it took a while to get open, but it now serves as our mystery box, and it says "Mwahaha" on the front. So
and most duct tape I ever used on the back, and 3 hours later there, and good luck there. So I mean, you talk about a brother who went crazy. And when the show actually begins, this is going to have different things in it each week. So you talked about Marvel chess. Probably 1 week there will be a Marvel chess piece, and you can talk about kind of that collection, that world. But we decided to go get another pack of the comic books tonight, and we're going to do one more kind of mass opening on that. And Zach, explain kind of how people can get a hold of one of these, so they can have one of the things that we open up tonight by doing something.
So how you're going to do that is you're going to like this video.
I'm going to drink my fake coffee real quick. So.
And then, and then share this as well.
Oh,
and once you're done with that, send us an email at sanctifiedpop@gmail.com. And then we'll put that email in the description as well. And then just provide your email address, and we'll send you one of the comics that we open up.
Awesome. Awesome. And hi, Luke Schulenberg. Great to know that you're watching too, man. Super.
Shout out to Luke.
Super fun. There it is.
Super fun.
All right, so we're going to open it up. This is a $5 pack, and I love this. We discovered this last week, actually. So normally, if we get comic books, we're at a comic book store, and we get one of them, because they cost money and normally a few dollars. And we discovered this pack that has a ton, and it's just totally random. You don't know what you're getting, and so. The last one we opened up had 20 different comic books in it.
Yeah.
And we had more comments about not only the comic book, but the advertisements that were on the back of the comic books. And so we're going to open it up. We get 20. And last time we opened these things up, I was really surprised to see a comic book called Micronauts. And that's what that thing here is. I told you, like, when I was growing up, we had these things called Micronauts, and I used to tease my grandpa. And try to convince them that these little things were real robots and that they walked around and talked. And so yeah, these are Micronauts. That's not a Micronaut, but it
looks like one.
But it was with all my Micronauts, and it's a gift I got in my Christmas stocking one year from my mom around that time. I thought it was so cool. So the first one is Micronauts, and when you do a comic book, if you're not a comic book collector, if you look inside the first page at the very bottom here, it tells you when it was printed. So this one's from 1979. I was 9 years old when this baby came out. They came from inner space again. Micronauts defeat issue number 10. So all right, you get to do this one.
All right, this is Superman versus the Demon action.
That's a little scary. Oh man. So we'll send that one to you if you win, because I don't want that one in my house.
And then the back is going to be an M&M's advertisement. You can look at that real quick. It says chocolate fun for everyone.
Very cool. Right. This is a Legion of Superheroes comic, and it's a newer one from 2004, so it's 12 years old now, with Bentiful Joe Nintendo GameCube advertisement on the back of that one. So
yeah, I'm gonna let you explain this one too, because this is one of the reasons you picked that.
Yeah, this one, this comic book pack had this really thick comic on the back, and it's thicker than all the rest. The binding says Marvel Superheroes Magazine. It costs $2.95, and I just wanted to see what it was. And it looks like what it is kind of one of those sampler magazines that comic book stores will give if you're not a comic book collector. If you go on National Comic Book Day, they give you free comic books every year. That's every year in May, I think. Look it up. And but this one has looks like the Fantastic Four, Hulkbusters, Thing versus Thing, and the Return of Doctor Doom. So a little bit bigger than most comic books.
This one is Spider-Man and Nick Fury. It is a Marvel team up, and then on the back,
sweet,
a Frogger commercial. You can look at that right there.
And if you have never played Frogger, you need to. Well, you're just not a geek. You need to get a Geek Life, because it's one of the greatest video games of all time, and consumed lots of money in my childhood, lots of quarters that I put in machines until the Atari came out and ColecoVision. And anyway, Frogger's a great game.
And this is 1984.
The Master of Kung Fu is the next one. This is July of 1981, and on the back here was an advertisement for something called the Sales Leadership Club, and kids could send in and win one of the prizes here. I got to show you this. This is maybe some of you remember what this thing was, and it was all sorts of incredible prizes like cassette tape players and Polaroid cameras and Simon games and other stuff. So anyway, that's a fun memory from childhood. And Zach, you know nothing about this stuff, but these are great games, and you could compete for stuff and try to win stuff in there.
All right, this one is a Superman one. It's called The Adventures of Superman Supernova. It's issue number 620, and it does look like it has a date in there. And then the advertisement on the back is for a game called Soul Calibur. It's on the Xbox, the original Xbox.
Yep. This one is Adventure Comics, Superboy. Superboy and the Legions of Superheroes. And on the bottom of that, I noticed was a comic. It's kind of a second comic in there for the hero, the Atom. And in the back is an Albert Pujols ad from when he was young. So go ahead, Zach.
All right, this is World War Hulk, Heroes for Hire. So basically, it's just like it sounds. It's a bunch of Hulk mashup. And on the back is a Fantastic Four Got Milk ad again. Wow.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four. And this is like the original movie Fantastic Four that was kind of a flop. But those of you who haven't watched this movie might not know that the guy who played the Human Torch is the same guy who plays who? You know? Who is that?
Captain America.
Captain America, yeah.
Captain America.
Chris Evans. So much younger Chris Evans. He's played two superheroes in Marvel franchises, the original Fantastic Four. So this is the Incredible Hercules, Secret Invasion, and it's got the Hulk in here too. And on the back, do you know who that is? Steve Nash.
Steve Nash.
Basketball player. All right, so super fun. Sorry about, you got a fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader there.
All right, the next one is Secret Invasion, Runaways, and Young Avengers. It looks like another Marvel team up. And on the back is another Got Milk ad. Wow.
All right, this is it's a fun one. We opened one of these last time. This is a Marvel Civil War frontline one, and Iron Man is the featured dude, and this one. So
here's another World War Hulk one. It looks like it's Wolverine versus the Hulk this time, and it is the same Fantastic Four milk ad as before. They really like their milk.
They did. We got a lot from that time period. Eric, Son of Thunder, and this one might be our oldest one. It's
we opened one
1983.
last week.
1983 with the Kool-Aid Man video game in the back there. So, all right, we're going to speed this up here. So a few more left. Go ahead, Zach.
All right, got Superman, Man of Steel. It's just another Superman comic. Face to face with the Dark Knight. So it looks like a Batman-Superman combo. 1986.
Awesome. We have Wolverine here. Marvel Comics presents also Crossbones, and this is a kind of a double one, so we won't worry about that one. All right.
We got a Fantastic Four Marvel Knights. 2004.
All right, Teen Titans East. So I don't know if that means East Coast Teen Titans or what.
East Coast Teen Titans.
And we got when Vince Carter played for the Toronto Raptors, he had this incredible vertical slam dunk champion, and that back is a Got Milk with Vince Carter. So
and we got a Thundercats. It's just I don't even know what that is.
All right.
And, we got a Looney Tunes commercial on the back.
Yeah, and if you want to don't want to be outdone by the Thundercats, our next one is the Thunderbolts.
Oh man.
And in the back of that is the Ultimate Avengers movie. I love everything Captain America too. He's behind us on the wall and on the back of that ad.
All right, here's another Thundercats one. It's called Battle of the Planets.
Yeah.
It is a 2003.
All right, another thicker comic here, so more of a graphic novel in this case, and it's the Thunderbolts, First Strikes. So a lot in there for $5. All right.
We got Adventures of Superman, Peril of the Parasites. And then this is going to be 2004. All right.
All right, another older one, 1984 Superman, The Fight for the Right to Be Superman, right there. And then our last one, The Outsiders, Evil Twins.
All right.
Another old one. And so anyway, that's our preview show for tonight.
Yeah, that's preview number 2. So next week is going to be our actual first YouTube video.
We're hoping to produce it this weekend and to actually film and do a little bit of game stuff and post-production and that kind of stuff. So again, if you live in the area, you're a gamer, and you want to be part of the show, we'd love to have you. We're having a lot of fun doing this. Yeah. Our last video was viewed by, over 600, over 600 times, shared all over the place. And so we love that. We think there's a lot of undercover geeks out there. We do have our own YouTube channel, and we will put this video on YouTube later on.
We'll share the link to
tonight
that
too, and yeah.
And then make sure to share and like this, and then email us at sanctifiedpop@gmail.com.
And if you do,
free comics.
We'll send you one of these comics that we open tonight. So love hearing from you guys. Hope you have a great night and a blessed week this week. And we do all this stuff again because we're Christians, and we believe that God is a creative God, and He loves when people create. And when we do that, and when we create, it kind of mirrors His character. We were created as an image, so kind of fun to mirror our Heavenly Father and creativity. So that's how we do it. If you're a creative person, we'd love to have you join us sometime in the show. Okay, have a great night. God bless. See ya.